right, let's go south to New Orleans, where we find our Christian Dare on his beautiful front porch with, is that a mint julep in his hand? Talk about a Southern belle. So excited to take a tour of your home, Christian.
Good morning, y'all, from the South. Yeah, so this is our Southern home. We actually like to call her Mrs. Crabtree, not
Okay.
because she's crabby, and not because there's crab trees on the property, but it's actually the historic home of the Crabtree family. So the home is actually located in Old Algiers, which is the second oldest neighborhood or ward, as we say down here, in New Orleans after the French Quarter. It was founded in 1719, so it's that old, right? This side, we're actually on the west bank of the Mississippi, which is actually the east bank. Don't ask me, it's the way New Orleans call it. The
Okay.
west bank is the east bank. So this house, when we go in, you'll see is actually called a New Orleans shotgun house. So
Mm.
they call it a shotgun. Not that I know how you shoot a shotgun, because apparently you can shoot a gun from the front door all the way to the back. So they did this to avoid hallways. It made up for cross ventilation, but it also was cheaper on taxes because they're often only 12 feet wide, but 70 feet long. You only pay tax based on your street frontage. So you make a skinny long house and you save the
Oh.
money.
Give us a little bit of a tour.
Come on in, y'all. So this house was definitely in a little bit of disrepair when Mrs. Crabtree left, and it was kind of falling apart, but we snatched it up. We wanted to bring in all the influences of New Orleans, which is the French, the Spanish, the islands. This city used to trade with Cuba and the islands for years, so you get that great tropical French-Spanish flavor. So this first room is the dining room. We've not had many guests, so you can see there's no dining table in the middle, but I've actually moved it over to this side and styled it out library table style. Now, what I love about this room is the 14-foot ceilings, which I think
Mm.
you can hear me echo in. It's great for the heat, but also the hardwood floors. So when we bought this house, and I'm sure there's a photo, every floor was covered in linoleum.
Ooh.
Bad, old, nasty linoleum. We ripped it up, we sanded, we repaired, we stained, and then we got these beautiful original cypress floors that we refinished. So it was a
Ooh.
great find underneath everything.
I think what's beautiful about restoring an old home is the surprises and gems that you're able to find that really add to the flavor of the home and the story of the space.
Yeah, so in the living room, there's two things we discovered. All these walls were covered in wallpaper, and then this weird kind of fiberboard wood stuff that just fell off the walls. And underneath, we found original shiplap that was used to build the house, which we now know is very popular. So I actually just painted them out. And what's interesting is Algiers was actually the location for shipbuilding. So I think this is actual shiplap. So that's really cool. It will take almost 4 coats to get it this white, which is tricky, but
Yeah.
it was beautiful. And then we also discovered these old fireplaces. So these fireplaces were all boxed in. We actually tore them down. It's a double-sided fireplace. When we removed all the outside, the bricks were starting to crumble because they are the antique original bricks. So we had to source some antique bricks. We had to actually repair it. I watched a couple YouTube videos and learned how to brick a fireplace,
Wow.
which I'd only recommend if you're not using it as a working fireplace, which we're not. It looks just like it used to look. This room is the bedroom. We're not going to spend a lot of time in the bedroom because we're coming to here later. But what you may notice is, even though I said you can usually go from the front to the back with the doors all lined up, this house, the doors don't line up. And I learned there's a reason for this. Apparently, spirits and ghosts like shotgun houses. But if you don't line them up, it confounds the ghosts and confuses them, so they leave.
So let me ask you this, Christian. Is the house a little bit haunted? Is there any signs of any spirits around, ghosts?
I mean, we don't talk about it because we assume everything in New Orleans is haunted and ghosts. But I will say, on sunny days, when we leave, if we close all the shutters, we come home to them all open. And we learned Mrs. Crabtree always kept her shutters open.
Are you serious?
Can you believe it?
No.
Well, maybe it's just the wind. I don't know. We don't know for sure, but it adds to the charm of the house.
Okay.
So as you can see, in the kitchen, we also had great shiplap, so we painted it out. And we wanted to take advantage of these crazy high ceilings. So I don't know if you've ever tried, I'm sure you have, pricing out custom tall cabinets. They're out of my budget, girl. But the trick we did is we actually bought pre-made cabinets from a big box store and double stacked them. So it's actually two
Nice.
full sets of cabinets. We did glass on the top so you could put all your like fancy chinaware up there, extra storage. But my favorite thing in this kitchen is this giant island. It's great to work on. It's great to make cocktails. But what we love about it is we actually had a local carpenter build the island for us out of old wood and shutters that were retrieved from the house after Katrina. So it has that great history from it. This would have been the back of the house back in the day. But luckily in the 20s, they added bathrooms because we like bathrooms. So this is the little back addition. On this side, you will find a little guest bedroom. So this is actually where you can sleep, T.
Thank you.
We'll come back there later. And also a bathroom. Now this bathroom, you'll see the before, was this kind of poo-poo, diarrhea, yellowy, browny grossness. But we restored it. And what we actually found was an antique clawfoot tub, original to the house. So we refinished it. We did flamingo wallpaper. Friends love to take Instagram photo shoots back here. And have a hot soaking tub, right? Okay, last spot. We're going out to the back because New Orleans is all about outdoor space.
Okay.
Now, this used to be a carport, and I would call it a mud pile, as you can see from the photos. And now it's our outdoor dining room and living room.
Wow.
So you can come out here and enjoy the cool breezes. And then I replaced all the sort of muddy grass with some pea gravel, so we don't have to cut the grass when we come back. And in classic New Orleans fashion, we added a fountain. So that's the full tour, Trace. When are you coming down?
Oh my gosh, that is worth the trip. That's worth the layovers. That's worth the plane ride. That is beautiful. And to me, the most important thing is that you found a way to pay tribute to the history of the house and keep all of that international influence going with all of your design and your decor. Christian, thank you so much. What a beautiful restored home. Oh my gosh, she's really so full of charm. As are you, Christian.